Welcome, welcome. Welcome to this June 10th, 2026 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Mack with McDermott Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here to the channel. Got a big show for you today. Got another big show for you today. We're talking Karmelo Anthony BLM protests. We're talking Belfast riots in Ireland, plus new police body cam live. Welcome, welcome. Here on this June 10th, 2026 YouTube live stream. Let's start out. Let's dive right into it. Karmelo Anthony trial in Texas. Karmelo Anthony found guilty, sentenced to 35 years for the murder of Austin Metcalf. So in Texas, he'll be up for parole because he was 17 when the crime occurred. He'll no capital punishment. There's capital punishment in Texas, but since he was 17, now they're not going to use capital punishment. And then on top of that, he didn't even get sentenced to life. He got 35 years, and then he can be eligible for parole at 17 years. So basically, this tells you that a white kid's life is only worth 17 years to this judge, this courtroom, this court system in Texas. This black super predator, black thug, Karmelo Anthony, took a knife, a dangerous weapon, to a school track meet, to a place where it was prohibited, went there with intent, refused to leave the tent after 15 times being asked to leave, and then he stabbed a white kid to death. Austin Metcalf. He was found guilty. In less than 3 hours, he was found guilty. It was clear-cut case, cut and dry. While they were outside the courthouse, there were BLM protests. BLM's back. They're trying to stir BLM back up again. Look to be BLM style protests. Anti-white discrimination on full display. Anti-white racism on full display. There were a few arrests, couple arrests, but the arrests were was black on black violence. The arrests that were made were mostly for black on black crime. The blacks, they were eating each other alive out there before and after the guilty verdict of this super predator, Karmelo Anthony. Many people say it wasn't enough. That's not enough punishment. 17 years Austin Metcalf's life was worth. He'll be out. He'll be out in his 30s. They're going to let this super predator back out in his 30s. How much you want to bet he goes out and commits another crime just like it? He'll be right back in prison. They let him out, he'll be right back locked away within a year. Who's going to be the next victim? You know, they need to start using this capital punishment. If you got capital punishment, use it. People are calling for bringing back public execution, public hangings. That'll stop crime. That'll deter some crime. But unfortunately, many of these criminals are such low impulse or no impulse creatures. They have no ability to rationalizing behavior, the critical thinking skills. When you've got that tiny little prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain for critical thinking skills, if you don't have it, you just act and react, the most basic of instincts. Unfortunately, millions and millions of people in your communities from the third world were brought here just like them. Low IQ, sub-Saharan, sub-70 IQ third worlders, basically retarded to the Western standards. Sub-70 IQ is legally retarded. We've got millions and millions of them in America, right here in Michigan. They're not going to assimilate. They'll never assimilate. I don't care how hard these radical activist judges like Michael Claren, Stein, Allison Bates Stein, no matter how hard they try aiding and abetting, harboring and concealing Sudanese foreigners, Somali foreigners, in the hoods of Jackson, Michigan, the ghetto of Jackson, Michigan. Then on top of that, the police officers, you got the Jackson, Michigan city center, Michael Crusoe. They'd rather focus their efforts on arresting the white Christian Native American. That's where they get their money from. They know they'll target you, the white, all the while placing you with a foreign invader from Venezuela, from Mexico, from Afghanistan, from India. City center just did another 55-year-old man, Mr. Shook, a man by the name of, we'll just call him Mr. Shook, attacked by Jason Allison, choked from behind, slammed on the ground, bloodied all up. He's the next to be erased and replaced by Jason Allison, Michael Crucifix, City of Jackson Police Department. He's not out there arresting any Sudanese foreign invaders. He's now out there arresting any Somali invaders in Jackson, Michigan. He's targeting Mr. Shook, a 55-year-old white guy, white homeless veteran. That's a lot easier to target, choke out, and slam him to the concrete, isn't it? These traitor cops like Jason Allison or Michael Crucifix. He'll get the backing from his foreign judges, his non-Christian judges. The Michigan. The gay judges in Jackson, Michigan. The only alleged white Christian judges they have in Jackson, Michigan are gay judges, gay men, feminist judges, man-hating judges, gay judges, and foreign judges, Sharia judges. We're reporting out of Michigan. There's a two-tier justice system in Michigan. You've got your Sharia judges and you've got your Christian rule of law judges. And then on top of that, the Christian rule of law judges are gay men. Good luck, all you white Christian men. You'll get railroaded for failure to pay child support. If you don't pay that $1,000 a month per kid. You know, these judges, they're not signing any warrants to arrest DeQuarius for his failure to pay child support to his 7 different baby mamas. They're not going after DeQuarius. But I'll guarantee they're going after Edward, William, John, Michael, Henry. These traitor cops like Jason Allison, Michael Crucifix, Ralph Van Heinigen. Just following orders, taking out the white Christian to make way for more foreign invaders. Erasing and replacing all the Jackson, Michigan white Christians. Like Mr. Shook, 55-year-old white Christian, attacked by Jason Allison, Jackson Police Department, choked him, slammed him to the concrete, blooded him all up. For what? For the crime of being a white Christian? What'd he do? Say something you didn't like, Jason Officer Allison? Michael Crucifix? Officer Crucifix? Yeah, it's a war against you Christians out there right now. These police, they're not there to help you. They weaponize these foreign invaders, weaponize these Karmelo Anthonys against the white Christian. Where were the police at? All these track meets, there's cops all over them. There's security all over these track meets, these high school track meets. Where were these police officers at? Why didn't they remove Karmelo Anthony after he was told 15 times to leave this tent? Why weren't super predator right now? You know, there were police all over that high school track meet. Why didn't they do their job? Why didn't they arrest and remove Karmelo Anthony from that tent? Why was it left to the white kids to defend for themselves, ultimately leading to one of the white Christians, Austin Metcalf, being stabbed to death by this black super predator, Karmelo Anthony, and his BLM supporters? Where were the police at protecting Austin Metcalf? They were there. They decided to stand down and let it happen. Let that poor white kid be slaughtered by this super predator, Karmelo Anthony. It's not just in Texas, it's in every city near you, it's in your city, your community. Blackman Leone Police Department, they're the same way, attacking white Christian Native Americans to make way for the Mexican, Venezuelan, foreign invaders out there in Western School District. The Western School District, the Northwest Jackson School District. It's not just the inner city Jackson now. They're all flooded with Mexicans, Venezuelans, Afghanis, Iraqis. The police know about it. They know they're there. But if you go to report about it, you go to report on it as a white Christian citizen journalist, a First Amendment auditor, these police are weaponized against you, traitor cops like Ralph Van Heineken, traitor cops like Villarreal. These cops aren't there to protect you as a white Christian. All you younger white Christian youth out there, you need to wake up and recognize. You need to learn your rights, exercise your rights when you get those rights. First Amendment rights, Second Amendment rights. Dave in the UK. Let's talk Belfast. It's Belfast riots. How many of you heard about Belfast? Good luck out there, Dave. Noble says, we're not the same. I agree. We're not the same. You can't mix these sub 70, low IQ, low impulse creatures with the rest of us, with the Native Americans. They don't mix, they don't assimilate. Just like it's not working in Belfast, Ireland, where a Sudanese invader tried to behead a native Ireland in the streets. He was stopped, thankfully. Now the protests are going on in Belfast. Belfast riots, anti immigration riots. The patriots, the nationalists, the locals, the local heroes, local patriots are trying to take their country back, protect and defend their blood, protect and defend their soil in Belfast from the foreign invasion. They're taking their country back. It's going viral. Belfast riots. Belfast, Ireland. Foreign invaders. Massive foreign invasion. The Native Americans are taking their country back, taking Ireland back. Keep pressing, keep pushing. Never give up. Stay strong. Believe you can win. You can have total victory. Not until every single foreign invader, illegal alien is gone. Then we can claim total victory when every single legal and illegal foreigner is gone out of America. Restore America. Got to protect your blood, protect your soil. The police won't be there with their foreign language body cameras. Jackson, Michigan police have their foreign language body cameras that speak 56 different foreign languages so they can continue aiding and abetting the foreign invaders in your community, right? In Jackson. These police officers, they're selling out the white Christians, the white Christian Native Americans in Jackson, Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Michigan, packed full of foreign invaders. Compliments of the Michigan state government, compliments of the Border Patrol, ICE, DHS, flying them all around the country, busting them all around the country. Now they're acting like they're going to go round them all up. We've got over 100 million foreign invaders that need to go, mass deportation. Every single one needs to go. I don't care where you fly them to. You can fly them out to the middle of the ocean, drop them off in shark infested waters for all I care. But every single 100 million plus gotta go now. You gotta like that. You gotta like that. Let's get back on the Karmelo Anthony BLM protests. So allegedly, Jake Lane got arrested. He was supposed to have a protest out there at 6 o'clock discussing it, discussing how Karmelo Anthony, if anyone deserves the death penalty, it's Karmelo Anthony. Talking about how he was going to be out there. Well, he allegedly, Texas police arrested and charged Jake Lang with multiple felonies for wanting to show up and exercise his First Amendment rights. You want to be a white Christian Native American, want to exercise your First Amendment rights, police will be right there to silence you, charge you with multiple felonies. They're doing everything they can to silence Jake Lang, to one of the only patriots that had the guts to get out there on the front lines, to have the guts to get boots on the ground on the front lines and stand up to these insane BLM protesters. Yeah, they are, Dave. People literally raised nearly $1 million for Karmelo Anthony for stabbing a white kid. People gave $1 million to this black super predator because he killed a white kid. That's the state of America right now. A lot of it has to be blamed on the media, the fake news media pushing all this anti-white bias, anti-white discrimination. A lot of it has to be due to the two-tier policing, two-tier justice system. They don't have enough prison cells for all the black super predators, all the foreign invaders. So they let them out over and over again to continue victimizing the white Christian women, the white Christian children, the white Christian Native American, until finally the white Christian had enough. They decided to stand up, stand by, protect their blood, protect their soil, protect their Christian identity. Just like in the UK, just like in Belfast, Ireland right now. Got to do your part. So they arrested Jake Lang. They're doing everything they can. The police, the two-tier justice system, the two-tier police are doing everything they can to erase and replace Jake Lang. Much like every other white Christian Native American. The media, the police, the system, two-tier cops. like Jason Allison, Michael Crucifix, Morgan, Officer Delgado, straight from Venezuela, Officer Villarreal, straight from Mexico, Officer Mohammed, Officer Singh. You think they're there to protect your rights? You better arm up. You better exercise that Second Amendment right. It saved a citizen journalist at the Karmelo Anthony BLM protest last night. Elijah, he had his Second Amendment on him. He was getting surrounded by the BLM protesters, by the BLM protest. It was only after he had to put his hand on his sidearm the police finally stepped in. The police are letting all these blacks surround him, attack him over and over till finally he had to put his hand on his side piece, and then the cops finally step in. The police are not there to protect you. They won't protect you. People like Jake Lang, people like Elijah, they expose the two-tier system in Frisco, Texas. They're exposing the Indian invasion in Frisco, Texas. It's not just in Jackson, Michigan. It's not just in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Columbus, Ohio. Michigan has gotten real bad. We've been on the front lines. I've been on the front lines, boots on the ground, protecting and defending against the Islamification of Michigan. At the state capitol, I got run out. The police ran me out. The police followed me out with helicopters and state troopers for recording and documenting the downfall of the Michigan State Capitol, the Islamification of the Michigan State Capitol and its leaders. The state police, the local police, they all target me, the white Christian. I know, I've been there. I know exactly where these white Christians like Elijah and Jake Lang are coming from. I've been there, boots on the ground, on the front lines. We'll get back out there exposing it, documenting it. It's all we got left. We got the fight, got the battle. Got to stay in the fight, stay in the battle. That's all we got left anymore. Culture. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Share your comments. Consider a super chat donation. Help us support the live stream. We're fan funded, viewer funded. We'll read your comments out. Let's hear your comments. Consider a super chat donation. Consider becoming a member. Another good live stream. Another great live stream. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on these YouTube live streams talking the Karmelo Anthony trial. talking how the Jackson police officers roughed up, beat up another white Christian, 55-year-old man. Police officer Jason Alexander choked him out, slammed him on the ground, bloodied him all up. He's not doing that to any foreign illegals. He's not roughing up any foreign invaders, arresting them. These cops like Michael Crucifix, Jason Alexander, focusing all their efforts on arresting the white Christian Native American to aid in the great replacement so they can flood your communities with thousands of third worlders from India, from Somalia, from Sudan, from Venezuela. So you can have more Delgados, more Rodriguez, more Gonzalez, more Chavez in your neighborhood, more Mohammeds, more Singhs, more Ahmeds, more Abdullahs in your community. You can't spin around and throw a rock in Jackson, Michigan without hitting a foreign invader. You need to do your part. Call 911 every time you're at 7-Eleven, Home Depot, Kroger. You're at the post office. That's all they hire, foreign invaders. All the federal governments, all the big corporations, that's all they hire, H-1Bs, green cards, foreigners from India. It's not just corporate America. It's the U.S. Post Office. It's the cops, H-1B cops, visa cops. That's the new police officer in Michigan. The new police officer weaponized against you white Christian Native Americans. That's the new cop, the green card cop, the H-1B cop, the massive Sudanese cop, the massive African Somali cop, 6'6" Somali cop weaponized against you, white European Native American. All brought here to America by the tiny hats and their mass migration. It's gotta stop. We need mass remigration, mass deportation, 100 million plus gotta go. We'll restore America one way or another. But you gotta do your part. Help fund the live stream. Donate to the live stream. If you can't get out there on the front lines, you can't provide up-to-date trending information, the latest and current events to help protect and defend your blood, your culture, your people. Do what you can, like and subscribe. We'll expose every single one of these cops every single time they violate the rights, attack a white Christian Native American, all the while letting these super predators go dozens of times for real crimes, violent crimes. These traitor, coward cops like Jason Alexander, Ralph Van Heinigen, Michael Crucifix, they won't arrest any foreign invaders. They won't arrest any of these massive Somali. They'd rather arrest these white Christian Native Americans. That's where they get their money from. Now, I could support it if these traitor cops were out arresting some of these foreign invaders at Reed Manor, at Park Forest Apartments, at Granada, at Foxfire, if Blackman Leone cops, Jackson City cops like the ones named, they were out there arresting all the foreign invaders, I can respect that. I can respect that policing, that law enforcement practice. But when they're out there letting go all these blacks and super predators and foreign invaders, but they'll arrest a white Christian for failure to pay child support, for not going to school, for failure to pay traffic tickets. I can't support that. Nobody can support that. That's two-tier police. Why they won't lock up all these super predators, all these blacks and foreigners. They don't have enough bed space. They don't have enough prison space, enough prison cells for all the blacks and super predators. They would need them by the millions and millions. So they keep letting them out to recidivate, to keep committing crimes against the white Christians. And then when you try to protect and defend yourself, they're going to arrest you, the white Christian, and call you a racist. Traitor judges like Michael Clarenstein, traitor judges like Allison Batestein. These radical activist judges completely selling out you, the white Christian Native American. All we can do is continue to record and document, expose for all to see. It's all about that transparency and accountability. Problem is, too many Americans they won't get out. They're afraid to even like a video because they might get in trouble. You think they're going to get out there on the front lines to protect their blood, their soil? They won't even like a Facebook post because they're afraid of retribution. American nation so hard they're where's the conviction? It's lacking hard because when you get someone who finally stands up and does something from attacking him for actually doing something, actually getting the front lines with the courage, the strength to do something about it, to speak up, not just be some coward little Twitter, X, or Rumble podcaster thinking you're doing something, thinking you're making a difference by running your little podcast, your little live stream, your little Rumble page. Let's see you out on the front lines like Jake Lang making a difference, standing up for your people. I know there's more ways than one to do it. Everybody can't get out there, but I don't like seeing all the people going after him just because he's getting more clicks, more views, more traffic. He's got more courage in his little pinky finger than many of them. So let's get out there and support everyone doing their part. Don't forget about Chud the Builder. He's still locked up because of the two-tier justice system. Joshua Fox, he's not locked up. And he's still free. What a great time to be alive. If you haven't already, lock and load, arm up. Don't become a target. Don't become a victim of these super predators by the police, weaponized by the city leaders against all you Christians, you white Christians in particular. We'll restore order one way or another. Look what's going on in Belfast, Ireland, the anti immigration protest. They're actually going around door to door of all these foreign invaders, running them out. Patriots, real patriots, real heroes. You're going door to door in Belfast, Ireland, knocking the doors down, getting all the foreign invaders out one by one. The police won't do it. The government won't do it. It's up to the people to do it. How do you think some of these groups were created back in the day? Why do you think some of these groups were created back in the day during the civil rights era? Because the police, the government weren't doing their job. They weren't protecting and defending the white Christian Native Americans. Just like today, they're flooding their communities with third worlders, the most dangerous criminals in the world, and then stripping you of all your rights so you have no way of defending yourself. It's no different in Jackson, Michigan, with radical activist judges like Allison Batestein, Michael Clarenstein, stripping all the white Christians of their Second Amendment rights, their First Amendment rights, and then flooding their communities with thousands of third worlders from Sudan, Somalia, Venezuela, Afghanistan, India, Iraq, the most dangerous in the world, saying, good luck. If you try to defend yourself, they're going to send these tyrant cops like Jason Allison or Michael Crucifix to arrest you for speaking up about it. Traitor cops like Ralph Van Heineken. Traitor cops like Porter. Completely selling out the white Christian American for a paycheck, for a pension. You want to stand on the right side of history, become a citizen journalist, a cop watcher, a YouTube creator, exposing these traitors to America. It's time to restore America. We'll do it one way or another. We'll save the Republic. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education, YouTube videos. And I'll see you on the next one.